Someone spends years installing applications, running commands from forum posts, and uninstalling packages that did not work. The system gets slower. Things break in ways that did not happen on a fresh installation. They reinstall and the problems disappear because the accumulated mess is gone. Then they discover a distribution where that mess cannot happen. The base system is read-only. Applications install separately from the operating system. Every update delivers a complete image identical to what the developers tested. If something goes wrong, rolling back takes a single command. It sounds like the future of desktop computing. It has sounded like the future since 2019. 7 years later, the project still ships alongside the traditional version it was supposed to replace, and the list of things that do not work on it is long enough that the people most excited about it still spend time explaining the workarounds. The distribution is the Immutable variant of one of the most prominent open-source desktop projects, sharing the same kernel, the same desktop environment, and the same release cycle. Where the traditional version lets users install, remove, and modify any package on the running system, this variant treats the base operating system as a read-only image managed through a system that works similarly to version control. When a user adds a package to the base layer, the system creates a new deployment that only becomes active after a reboot. Multiple deployments exist simultaneously, meaning the previous working state is always one command away if the new one causes problems. The practical benefit is that the system cannot accumulate the kind of gradual corruption that affects traditional installations over time. Every user running the same version has an identical base. Updates arrive as complete images rather than collections of individual package changes, which eliminates the class of problems caused by partial upgrades, interrupted downloads, or conflicting dependencies. One reviewer described switching back to a traditional installation after running this variant and immediately noticing how much slower the traditional system had become from years of modifications, confirming that the degradation most users accept as normal simply does not exist here. Applications install primarily through a sandboxed format that keeps them entirely separate from the base system. The Graphical Software Center handles installation, but has documented issues on this variant specifically, including missing update notifications, slow performance, and error messages on first launch that new users cannot distinguish between harmless and serious. For command line tools and development environments, containerized workspaces provide full access to the traditional package manager inside an isolated environment that cannot affect the host. The separation between operating system and applications is the architectural principle that everything else builds on. The friction starts where the architecture meets real hardware and real workflows. The system does not support the standard mechanism for building third-party kernel modules, which means any hardware that requires drivers not included in the upstream kernel is either unsupported or requires a different compilation method that not every driver project provides. Documented casualties include external display adapters, wireless dongles from a major networking hardware manufacturer, game controller, wireless receivers, and power management drivers for at least one hardware vendor's laptops. Users attempting to install these drivers encounter read-only file system errors and messages confirming that the standard module system will likely never be supported on this variant. A persistent bug affecting group membership modification has existed since at least 2019. The command used to add a user to a group silently fails, which means any software that relies on group membership during installation, including the most widely used container runtime and at least one local machine learning platform, breaks without an obvious error message. The workaround requires manually copying group information between system files before the standard command will function. The bug is documented across multiple forum threads, spanning over 6 years with no resolution in the base system. The reboot requirement for any change to the base layer creates friction that traditional systems avoid entirely. Discovering mid-task that a missing tool requires installing a package, rebooting and resuming means the workflow interruption is structural rather than occasional. The containerized workspace approach handles most development tools, but anything that needs to interact with the base system directly falls back to the reboot cycle. The default container runtime is not a direct replacement for the most widely used alternative, meaning code frameworks that expect the standard runtime need modification before they function, adding another layer of adaptation on top of the architectural shift. The distribution was announced in 2019 as a potential replacement for the traditional desktop version, with the project describing immutability as the future of the desktop and citing mobile operating systems and at least one major proprietary desktop platform as precedents. 7 years later, the traditional version and the Immutable variant ship as separate editions with no published timeline for merging them. Community discussion threads from 2024 and 2025 ask whether the merger is still planned, reflecting ongoing uncertainty about whether the variant will ever become the default. The project's broader ecosystem has expanded around the same Immutable foundation. Multiple community-driven projects now build custom images on top of it, including a gaming-focused variant and a desktop variant using a different desktop environment that some distribution guides describe as among the most forward-thinking in the category. Users migrating from long-term support distributions describe the transition as driven by frustration with the packaging decisions and commercial messaging that those distributions introduced. One user documented leaving a 20-year relationship with an upstream distribution specifically because of its containerized packaging controversy. Others who tried the Immutable approach and returned to traditional systems cite the automation limitations, the reboot friction, and the workarounds required for common development workflows as reasons the architecture was not ready for their needs, despite the theoretical advantages. The same corporate dynamics that affect the parent distribution apply here. The sponsoring company employs the majority of contributors. The 13-month support cycle and 6-month release cadence create the same upgrade obligation. The mandatory security framework runs in enforcing mode with the same friction. Everything that colors conversations about the traditional version colors this one identically, with the additional constraint that the Immutable architecture adds its own layer of limitations on top. The distribution for anyone who values system stability above everything else and is willing to accept the constraints that stability requires, where the inability to corrupt the base system through accumulated modifications eliminates the most common cause of degradation over time, where built-in rollback means a broken update is a temporary inconvenience rather than a recovery project, where the separation between operating system and applications through sandboxed packaging and containerized development environments matches how they already think about software. The recommendation carries the context that third-party kernel module support does not exist, that a group membership bug has remained unresolved for over 6 years, that every base layer change requires a reboot, that the project has been described as the future of the desktop since 2019 without becoming the default, and that the 13-month support cycle and corporate sponsorship dynamics of the parent distribution apply here without modification. For someone whose hardware works out of the box and whose workflow fits inside sandboxed applications and containers, it delivers on the promise of an operating system that does not rot. For someone who needs third-party drivers, immediate package changes, or a system that does not require understanding a fundamentally different model of how software reaches the machine, the traditional version exists for a reason that 7 years of development have not yet eliminated. The architecture is sound. The ecosystem around it is growing. Whether it matures fast enough to become the default before something else built on its own foundation gets there first is the question nobody in the project has answered. Every choice is a trade-off. At least now you know what you're trading.